Hey y'all, Slovakia here, bringing you some Heroes of the Storm. I like to watch a YouTuber called MF Pallytime. He does a lot of Heroes of the Storm. I think he does some other games, but that's my main focus. And he does something called A to Z, where he plays all the characters in alphabetical order. I don't own every character, and if you want to see that, you should go watch MF Pallytime. And he has some really good tips, some gameplay insights, some development insights. He's a lot of fun to watch. In the meantime, I'm going to play some Heroes of the Storm, and we're going to do a Master Skin quest. I have a few heroes at level 9, for instance, Anubarak, Malfurion, a few others, and I just want to try to focus on getting their Master Skins. I think Anubarak has a pretty fine Master Skin. I think Lunara has a neat looking Master Skin. In fact, I think Lunara has one of the coolest looking Master Skins available. I mean, just look at those horns. But we're not going to chase Lunara's Master Skin today. We're going to focus on Mr. Anubarak because he is so close to ready. So join me in the Nexus. After an extended wait, we find ourselves on Realm of the Raven Lord. The friendly team, Varian, Anubarak, Li-Ming, Tracer, Kerrigan. Enemy team, Dahaka, Sergeant Hammer, Artanis, Thrall, and Raynor. We are, of course, the King of Beetles, Anubarak. We're looking at ability damage.
The battle begins in 10
I don't think Dampen Magic's going to be a good pick for us here because we don't have a lot of mages on the enemy team. That's auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. So I think we're going to go Beetle build. We don't have any support on our team, and I think the Beetle build gives Anubarak some self-sustain, some self-healing. And it adds a little bit of damage, I think, especially with his Beetle ult. And everyone's favorite, Yoshi, is here. Yes, get him, my Beetles! I'm the Beetle King! Dahak is an interesting character to play against. His Yoshi ability there is very disruptive. I'm going to have a hard time in this lane up against Sergeant Hammer and Dahaka. Good body block there. I'm gonna suffer for this. Yeah, no kidding, she's dangerous. Okay. Friendly team's gonna come in with a gank, and instead of attacking Sergeant Hammer, they're gonna chase off Dahaka. Varian definitely gonna eat it here. And probably Tar Tracer too. I had to step out because I was out of health. They did push them out of the lane, but they're going to get uncontested EXP for a minute, and that's not so hot. They do have a experience advantage on us right now. Hopefully I'll be able to move in here, clear out some creeps, get us a little EXP. Yeah, Dahak is the problem there, not the fact that you ignored the hammer. Oh. She just does so much damage. When the chance comes up, we will be taking the Beetles Heal Us talent to capitalize on the fact that our Beetles do more damage, and that we will be spawning Beetles periodically with Hive King. Able to zone out Sergeant Hammer there. I don't think that's going to last very long. She's a slippery beast. Going to throw down an Impale there to damage the creeps. Just trying to help push this wave in. Early stages of the game, there's not a lot you can do. Just try not to die so much. I'm going to need to back out again. I don't have any health. So we're going to take Legion of Beetles, so we'll be spawning Beetles without us having to do anything. Anubarak also spawns Beetles whenever he uses one of his abilities, his QW or E. Varian better be careful here. Dahaka. I thought that Dahaka might have his Lickitung up, in which case Varian would have bit it, but it looked like Dahaka did not have it up or wasn't able to get in a position to use it. We are going to move up on the Tribute now, though there is something to be said for not gathering Tribute at this stage and soaking EXP instead while they take it uncontested. However, contesting is usually the right thing. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to focus on just Thrall. We're doing an okay job contesting, but the rest of our team is somewhere. So they're going to get it. I'm going to go ahead and head south because not a whole lot else we can do. I don't like the way this has been going. Matchmaker lately has not been the kindest to me, but what do? You go with the punches best you can. Do we have a shot on Hammer here? If Li Ming had tried, maybe. Maybe. But wondering about the buts and ifs and wins will just make you sad. So we're going to head south to gather EXP. Looks like we have an enemy push up top. Tracer and Kerrigan really should be able to push them out or do something with it.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
With the enemy team pushing top, looks like Sergeant Hammer moving in with Varian, trying to get some work done. Dahaka, nice stasis, avoiding the Arcane Orb from Li Ming. We're going to come over here, make sure that Hammer didn't get herself stealthed in.
Double kill.
This will be a Thrall. We're going to secure the kill on Thrall. Nice teamwork there. I'm going to step out and we'll pick up our level 7 talent. And Beetles heal us. So now we have a little bit of self-sustain. It's not what we would like to have. It's not the same as having a dedicated healer or other support. But it's better than nothing. And we'll take better than nothing any day of the week. I'm going to have to hearth out here. My health is far too low. Better stay ahead of the Sergeant Hammer siege mode there. That could be bad for us. Looks like enemy Artanis already on top of the tribute. Kerrigan barely breaking that channel. Rest of the team moving in. They should be able to secure a kill here on him. We're going to move in and try to support the team. We may end up peeling at a later stage. Let's come in from the bottom, see what we can get done. We'll do a little bit of disruption here, focusing on their Rainer. Looks like they're going to lose their Thrall again. My W ability is a shield that also spawns a beetle. Again, as all my abilities spawn beetles. My W,
Killing spree.
I just talked about that as a shield.
That was rather violent.
The E is a burrow. It takes us underground where we're unstoppable and invulnerable to damage. It's a very good escape, but it's also a good skill for engaging. We're going to work on helping Tracer clear a little bit of this, but we're going to need to head to the bottom lane
Shall
again.
we see who gathers enough tribute this
Well,
time?
we are close to 10. Man, we ought to do something. Can we kill a tower? Alright, so we're going to have our ults for this. I'm going to take Cocoon. Cocoon wraps an enemy hero in a cocoon, as you might suspect, preventing them from acting. I'm going to be a terrible player and lose track of what I'm doing. We're going to Cocoon our very good friend, Thrall. I'm going to die, but we are going to pick up a kill on the entire enemy team. That's going to be tough for them on this push. The curse, if you are not familiar with it, gives all of their creeps, all their little minions, 1 HP, so they're very easy to clear through. As you can see here, Li Ming just going to town, doing some work. Their structures are also basically stunned, so they don't do any damage to anybody. They don't fire, they don't shoot at our creeps. As you can see, our archers just tearing apart this building. I'm going to split push with everybody. It looks like the Haka moving in here to try to clear out this big wave. Our Varian moving in. See, that wave was able to take down that tier 2 or tier 1 fort, no problem. Varian needs to be careful here, but we're going to go ahead and heal for him. Throwing out some big ol' abilities. I'm going to go ahead and take Burning Rage. And we're going to get a stun on the Hammer. We're going to focus her down, and I'm going to go the wrong direction with my burrow. Can Varian get a charge in? He will. Varian securing the kill on Dahaka. Not a good day to be on the red team. Burning Rage. That was an okay. That was an okay pick. It makes us harder to stay around. If you want to be really hard to stay next to, really want to deal some area damage with Anubarak, he's very capable of doing that. You would want to take the other ult instead if that was the case. His other ult creates a swarm of locusts which damage your enemies and also heal him up. I don't feel like we're going to be in a lot of deep range or melee battles, one-on-one, far-on-one, that type of thing. For just some reason, some instinct, I don't feel that that's going to be the majority of the battles here in this particular match, even though Dahaka is on top of us a lot. With Artanis, it's hard to stay in touch with him because he's just so slippery. He's just going to keep running towards the tower, so he may be feeding at this point, already rage quitting in a game that, I mean, really... Guys, don't rage quit. Don't start feeding the other team. Play together. Even a bad play supported by your team can get some work done. I see this a lot in games. Well, you know what? I actually don't see it a lot. I'm not going to say that. We should go kill the Sergeant Hammer, though. She's way out of position. Oh, there's a Thrall on top of us. He's going to get deleted pretty much instantaneously. I'm going to go ahead and Under King try to secure a kill on the Haka, which we have done. Again, the enemy Artanis just feeding.
Oh, double kill.
Excellent work.
We ought to get rid of this Sergeant Hammer.
Killing spree.
She's out of position. Their team, someone on our team already said in the comments they must be raging. That seems likely. We're going to be ahead of the Sergeant Hammer. Usually that ult is used to secure enemy heroes so that they can't act during their turn or during team fights. I don't think we really need that in this comp. Our comp's doing pretty well. We're 4 levels up on the enemy team. They're about to close that down to 3, but that's really hard to come back from. Again, their Artanis is apparently just feeding. And we'll take it. I mean, if it's the way it's going to be, it's the way it's going to be. Li Ming pushing up the bottom. We might as well try to take out this tier 2 fort. I hate that for their team. They had a pretty good start. I don't know.
Squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my
I really do hate it for them. It's a bummer. And it's no fun. It's not going to be really fun for us. It's definitely not fun for the enemy team. I prefer it when my opponents are able to act and have a good time. I want every game to be close, and I think Heroes of the Storm usually does that pretty well. Games are generally well matched, and you get a good match every time. Now, occasionally you do get outclassed, and I don't know if that's just the nature of the matchmaking, because people are of all different levels of skill and all that type of thing. So, just like with anything, you're going to get bad examples of. If you get bad matchmaking, or you get bad teammates, you're going to have opponents who are just much better than you on their skills. It's just the nature of the online game, of any game, really. Just, I don't know, taking it out on your team is pretty crummy. I understand, again, that it's very frustrating, especially if you've been having a lot of bad MMR experiences. That guy just went flying. That was pretty amazing.
Excellent work.
Looks like Thrall pushing on our Li Ming. We're going to go and try to help her out. We're going to get... I thought we were going to get caught in this earthquake, but it looks like he's done with that. He's just going to stand there and die. Very nearly killing Li Ming, but not quite able to seal the deal.
That was rather violent. Gather tribute or face my curse.
I honestly don't think that Kerrigan needed to burn her ult here. We've got a bunch of levels on the enemy team.
Well done.
Disappointing. It's the best I've got. I'd like to have a more interesting match, and it's not going to be any fun for you guys to watch, but we'll take the free progress on our master skin for Anubarak. Just going to tank this damage. It's not a big deal. We are going to get the curse probably. Going to move in. We'll throw a cocoon on our good pal, Sergeant Hammer, to shut her down for a second. When she comes out, focus her down. As you can see, any kind of ability that will take a hero out of a match, even briefly, is incredibly powerful.
Keep destroyed.
I'm going to back out here, come back in with my shield on. The Haka just hanging out. Don't blame him. It's the end of the match. There's not a whole lot he can do. That's 13 minutes. I mean, that's good for me. It's a quick episode, and again, free EXP. I'm gonna go ahead and have a stim pack available to make this grind a little bit faster. The grinding for Master Skins is what it is, but I enjoy it. My first Master Skin was with Rhaegar, and I think that looked just fantastic, and I'm going to try to gather a Anubarak. So, thank you for joining me here in the Heroes of the Storm in the Nexus. I hope to see you next time. Game on, everybody.